To the President and Cabinet, Dr. M.J.M. Sivanda, the Vice Chairman of the Public Service Commission, Dr. Ndiweni Masugu, the Deputy Chief Secretaries in the Office of the President and Cabinet, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, His Excellency Comrade Guo Xiaochun, invited guests, distinguished guests attending virtually, ladies and gentlemen. I'm greatly humbled to be here today to witness this unique occasion with the official launch of the National ICT Device Factory. The launch undoubtedly is one of the game changers in ensuring that we rebuild and attain the targets set in the National Development Strategy 1, covering the periods 2021 to 2025, and ultimately Vision 2030. Your Excellency, technology is the new frontier, driving change and transformation within economies and communities, and is one of the main pillars of Vision 2030. They provide a robust, enabling environment for the systematic attainment of the blueprint's main target, that of Zimbabwe becoming a prosperous and empowered upper middle income country by year 2030. Attainment of Vision 2030 is a complex process which, besides requiring personal commitment and determination, also demands highly coordinated institutions and systems. The extensive use of ICT within the economy provides us with requisite tools and methods for creating interoperability and coordination of the institutions and systems within government and beyond, as the nation marches towards its stated socio-economic development goals. Your Excellency, the establishment and operationalization of the National ICT Device Factory, besides putting Zimbabwe firmly on the ICT development ladder, also ensures that ICT devices are accessible to the people of Zimbabwe at affordable prices. However, in the short term, our main effort is to ensure that the gadgets are assembled to meet the high demand within the public sector at affordable prices. This will undoubtedly ensure that public services are delivered efficiently and with speed to meet the expectations of all citizens who are the beneficiaries of these services. Furthermore, the availability of the ICT devices in the public sector will ensure that operations are automated, not only to provide the benefits that I've highlighted earlier on, but to also curtail theft and other corrupt activities associated with operating manual systems. This also helps in fostering greater transparency and accountability, which are key success factors in the implementation of NDS 1. Your Excellency, the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us key lessons that economic programming and execution should be driven largely by ICT systems. Treasury will therefore focus on mobilizing more resources for funding the building of robust and resilient ICT systems in order to strengthen the operations of government and the economy at large. We anticipate that the successful operationalization of the ICT devices factory and the development of other similar facilities by our private sector will not only increase local content for each product or set of products, but will also allow the country to meet local demand as well as provide scope for exports to the region. There is also, without doubt, a strong correlation between the robust ICT ecosystem and the growth of investment in the economy. Local and international investors are attracted to countries that prioritize the ease of doing business, which can only be achieved when a country builds strong ICT systems that keep pace with the rapid evolving ICT landscape. I am encouraged, Your Excellency, that all these developments are a fulfillment of the modernization agenda, which we have clearly pronounced as an anchor for the successful attainment of our development policies. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me at this juncture to humbly invite the Honorable Minister of Defense and All Veterans Affairs, Honorable Osizet Muchinguri Kashiri, to give her remarks and to introduce to us our esteemed guest of honor. I thank you.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, Dr. Muswere, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology and Courier Services, Honorable Ministers here present, the Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. M.J.M. Sibanda, Deputy Chairman of the Public Service Commission, Dr. N. Diweni, Deputy Chief Secretaries in the Office of the President and Cabinet, all protocol observed. It is indeed a great honor for me to be associated with this historic grand occasion we are witnessing today. The timely launch of the National IC Device Factory is yet another milestone of the Second Republic as the nation moves towards the attainment of Vision 2030. Functions of this nature are now becoming a common feature and occurrence in the Second Republic. This bears testimony to the double effort and impetus in which various projects are being implemented in the National Development Strategy 1 NDS 2021 to 2025. Your Excellency, it is only last month when you launched the National Data Center. Today you are launching yet another important pillar of the public sector modernization agenda under the Smart Zimbabwe 2030 blueprint. Without any doubt, this is a state-of-the-art factory equipped with modern technology, the first of its kind in Zimbabwe. This remarkable result is a direct outcome of a well-calculated and planned strategy to modernize our economy by you, our visionary leader. Zimbabwe is blessed to have a servant and listening leader who throughout his entire life has dedicated himself to serving the people of Zimbabwe. Your Excellency, you have remained resolute in pursuit of technological innovative advancement, tools that are synonymous with modern times, globalization, and rapid economic growth. ICTs have become an essential component of infrastructure and operating systems, which are a key factor that drives our public sector performance and productivity. You have also refused to let Zimbabwe continue to operate within ancient technological times by fully embracing the use of ICTs as a grand strategy for Zimbabwe to be part of the fourth industrial revolution. ICTs are also important in eliminating corruption and pilferage, which largely comes with paper-based systems. In addition, the factory is expected to meet the demands of citizens, the private sector, and regional markets as production progressively increases in the future. Your Excellency, your engagement and re-engagement efforts are bearing fruit. We owe much gratitude to our strategic partners, the People's Republic of China, who have supported us in the establishment of this project, and many others too numerous to contemplate. There is an African proverb that says, "Those who have friends in the kitchen don't starve." The Chinese have demonstrated the meaning of this proverb to us by continuously supporting our development efforts and needs. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I feel greatly honored, humbled, and privileged to be introducing our guest of honor at this historic occasion. He is no stranger to all of us. He is a catalyst in the modernization of our public sector and champion in the transformation of our economy, as well as champion of people-centered development. He is a man with impeccable liberation war credentials, an icon and our symbol of the struggle for independence, unity, and emancipation. He is a lawyer and an administrator par excellence. The journey that he has traveled in government since independence, holding many key portfolios across different ministries, left positive and parallel traits that no one can match. This, no doubt, gave him the extensive knowledge and experience of both government and the economy. We are so privileged to be serving under your wise leadership, Your Excellency say. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Comrade Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, to deliver his address. Your Excellency say.
You may be seated. Our Director of Ceremonies, Dr. Mishek Svanda, who is also Chief Secretary to the President Cabinet. The Honorable Vice President and Minister of Health and Child Care, Honorable General Retired Dr. C.D. G.N. Chiwenga in absentia, His Excellency Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, His Excellency Ambassador Guo Xiaoshun, the Honorable Minister of State for Harare Metropolitan Province, Honorable Senator Engineer Shidao, the host Minister, Minister of Information, Communication Technology, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Dr. J. Muswere, the Minister of Defense and Veterans Affairs, Honorable Opam Chinguri, who is also Chairman of the ruling party. Other ministers who are here with us, Chairman of the Public Service Commission, as represented by Dr. Ndiweni Masuku. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, also I should mention the leadership of TelOne and your staff. It is my honor and privilege to have been invited to officiate at this historic launch of the National Information Communication Technology ICT Device Factory. The establishment of this factory is a result of the collaborative efforts of government ministries, departments and agencies in pursuit of transforming our country into a knowledge and technology-driven society. As you will recall, this is my second visit to this factory after coming to assess progress in January 2020. It is most commendable that the factory has been completed and is now churning out state-of-the-art desktops, laptops, tablets, and other ICT devices. These products will enable the modernization and automation of our systems to propel the national development priorities outlined in the National Development Strategy 1. The completion of this factory, despite COVID-19 pandemic, is yet another example of the determination, the focus and commitment by my administration to produce tangible, high-impact projects within defined time frames. In this noteworthy that the cooperation between and across government entities under the whole of government approach is fast gaining traction and bearing the desired results. This new work ethic and culture of the Second Republic, which is characterized by unity of purpose, hard, honest work, and dedication, will undoubtedly have a positive impact to the speedy achievement of our national development aspirations as envisaged in Vision 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, my government is grateful for the technical assistance we received from the People's Republic of China through the Inspur group, without which the establishment of this factory would not have been possible. The facilitation requisite approvals by our partners in China also enabled the setting up of a production line and the subsequent establishment of a joint venture company, the Zimbabwe Information Technology Company, ZITCO. The National ICT Device Factory dovetails with the government's ongoing innovation, science and technology development thrust, and proves that ICT devices can indeed be produced locally by ourselves, our own people, our young, innovative generation. The facility will further help to promote technology transfer, foster human capital development, enhance import substitution, and create robust platforms upon which innovations and designs can be commercialized. Hence, the potential of manufacturing similar ICT equipment and components must be fully explored and exploited, mindful, however, of the need to adhere to protocols and requirements relating to intellectual property rights. I thus challenge stakeholders in the sector to be more proactive by pursuing strategies, projects and programs that will see Zimbabwe evolving into an ICT manufacturing hub for a broad array of more complex components, such as semiconductors and computer chips, among others. The local production of hardware triggers demand for the development of complementary software packages. We must therefore intensify our national efforts to develop software riding on the abundant intellectual capacity available in the country. Such initiatives will promote broad-based and inclusive empowerment of our communities, particularly the youth. The innovation hubs and industrial parks in institutions of higher learning are therefore encouraged to speedily develop appropriate solutions and applications towards the growth of a big data economy in tandem with the expectations of the fourth industrial revolution. Meanwhile, the ongoing overhaul of the Research Council of Zimbabwe and the Scientific Industrial Research and Development Center must be quickly concluded to complement the broader modernization and industrialization of all sectors of our economy. Over and above these initiatives, I appeal to the private sector to explore robust synergies within the ICT sector through, for example, harnessing the existing capacity in our skilled human capital. As such, more resources must be set aside for research and development, innovation, inventions, as well as the commercialization and manufacturing of key ICT components and equipment. Government ministries, departments, and agencies are directed to set time frames for the migration from manual to automated systems. Equally important is the need for all public entities to ensure that their staff establishments provide for appropriately ICT-trained and tech-savvy persons. I was very impressed as we walked through the factory when I saw young boys and girls producing these equipments, laptops, desktops, tablets, which in the past we had to book business class and first class to go to Europe or to go to China to go and they purchase, and they come with the pride that we have brought new gadgets. But very simple boys and girls, when you look at them, I'm sure when you meet these little boys and girls in a bus, you won't think they have anything in their heads. But look at the products they produce. I congratulate them. If people could see what is in the heads of a person transparently, these are the girls and boys who would ask the police to guard. The situation where government entities are playing catch up with the ever-changing technologies cannot continue. As government has become aware, the risks associated with technologies are immense and may breed various unimaginable forms of corruption. We must therefore be more proactive by deliberately adopting and harnessing the benefits of modern ICTs, while concurrently mitigating the risks to advance and leapfrog our national development growth and prosperity. Our economy has been subjected to economic sanctions for the past 20 years. But this, we should realize, should not tie us down. We should have the capacity to leapfrog and catch up with the rest of developing countries. And what is happening today is the evidence of such leapfrogging. Distinguished guests, I am pleased to receive and hand over the first batch of 1,500 computers. Comprising 900 desktops and 600 laptops assembled at this plant for use by our civil servants. This consignment will facilitate the e-government program and the smart government initiative, which aim at achieving quality and a timely service delivery for all our people. Going forward, it is my expectation that ministries, departments and agencies of government and local authorities should speed up the development of online digital services through the exploitation of existing linkages between the high-performance computer, national data center, and other connectivity networks in which government has made huge investments. Let us all modernize, adapt, adjust, and reform to improve our systems for the collective good of our country. As we were going around, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of ICT, Colonel Makosenge, was telling me, President, we teach computer science to ECD. I thought that he had gone out of his mind. Then he did show me the tablets for the ECD, for the lower grades, the primary schools, secondary schools, and the universities. Graduating and getting more complex as you go up. So I was thinking about, like the CDs, the kid will have capacity to write on the tablet. So I was remembering of our time in the 40s and the 50s when we went to school. Of course, you were not there. We used to prepare sand by the riverside, make it very flat, and write A, E, I, O. A, O, I, E, U. On sand until we master. Now, these kids will use computer science technology at that age. This is what is called development. With these remarks, it is now my honor and privilege to declare the National ICT Device Factory officially commissioned. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.
On Dr. D. Zimbabwe, who is the chairman of TelOne, to hand over computers for the public sector workers to you, Your Excellency, Dr. Zimbabwe.
The President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Honorable President Dr. Mnangagwa, Minister of Defense and War Veterans Affairs, Comrade Opam Chinguri Kashiri, Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Dr. Mswere, Minister of Finance and Economic Development, Professor Mngube, all other ministers here present, and all protocols observed. Good day to you all. I'm so glad to be here today representing the joint venture partners, as nothing can beat the feeling of starting an enterprise with your clients already defined and at our doorsteps like we are witnessing today. As one scholar put it, we should always approach each customer with the idea of helping them to solve a problem or achieve a goal, not just to dump products or services. Indeed, today I'm excited that from the speeches that we have heard, we at ZITCO are in the right direction, where one of our customers here today clearly articulating their goal. I'm glad that us as ZITCO and the clients are in sync on the need to enable low-cost access to both connectivity and end-user gadgets. May I therefore take this opportunity on behalf of all the ZITCO joint venture partners to invite you, Your Excellency, to receive the first order of products produced by the factory that you have commissioned today. This is our first donation, our first order, and it will comprise of 600 laptops, 600 desktops, and 300 all-in-one desktops, making a total of 1,500 units. Again, on behalf of TelOne, I would like to take this opportunity to hand over to you, Your Excellency, a Eutelsat satellite kit and 5 desktop computers, which we as TelOne will set up at a school of your choice anywhere in Zimbabwe. We are doing this to demonstrate the full use case of how we are combining the connectivity solutions that we offer as TelOne and the devices that we are manufacturing here at ZITCO. May I therefore invite our Honorable Minister, Honorable Mswere, and the TelOne Managing Director, Maichipo Mtasa, to come and join me up front to do the donation. Sorry, I continue to say donation. We are selling. I'm also inviting the Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. Mishek Swanda, and the Deputy Chairperson of the Public Service Commission, Dr. Ndiweni Masuku, who will receive the public service computers from His Excellency. I now humbly invite you, Your Excellency, after this, to come and receive and then hand over the gadgets. We'll actually do it that side.